Fonseca match, which he's playing Medjedovic. Packed stadium out there as well, out on that outside court. But here we go. We've got Sinner winning at the moment. We've got Fonseca playing against Medjedovic. Let's see how Fonzie looks. By the way, if you do want to watch either of these matches, you can watch them on the Tennis TV app. If you scan the QR code or click the link down below, or there's a link in the chat, you can go check it out. And there's also highlights on there. There's scores, all that kind of stuff. You can watch all the men's matches in Rome. They don't do the slams, but they do all the tournaments outside of the slams on the men's side of things. So if you want to watch any ATP, you can watch it on there. But then there's a whole bunch of other features you can go through that app as well. We're collaborating with them for the rest of the year. So thank you for anybody who has already done those things that I've been mentioning over the last couple of months. There we go. Thank you, everybody, for putting that in the chat as well. All right. Sinner has a break in the second. He's up 2-1. Medjedovic and Fonseca have just come out in court. All right. Sinner with a serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Sinner. But Sinner overhits it. And it's love 15. Happy tournament to all. This time in my home country, Rome. Hey, gotta try and get down there. If you're in Rome, go get down there. Try and, even if you don't get a center court or just get a ground pass or something. Go check it out. And sort of backing up the line to the forehand of Ovner. Forehand up from Sinner. Again, the forehand of Ovner. Sinner up the line to the backhand of Ovner. Into the forehand of Sinner. Ovner with a slice. Sinner. Inside out winner, forehand side. And it's 15-0. Cam, will you travel across the United States this year? No. I don't have any plans to travel that far this year. All right, Sinner serves again. The return goes... Oh, it's in from Ovner. What a return. God, Ovner's hit some really great returns. 15-30. Serve again. All right, as we had a 4-4 rally. Now backing from Ovner. Oh, but he just punches it wide. All right. $30. As a default second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Ovner. Backhand out from Sinner to the backhand of Ovner. And Ovner hits wide. 40-30. The tennis ball works on the like button again. Let's go. Let's go. All right, 40-30, Ovner. Sorry, Sinner. To keep the break. Ovner has done well, though. As we get a forehand from Ovner up the line. Sinner with the backhand. The backhand of Ovner. Ovner hits a winner. Jeez, Ovner's playing well in this second set. Or at least he's going for a lot more and it's working in this second set. All right, deuce. Ovna could be great grass alternate for ATP Fantasy. Ooh, maybe. Deuce. Sinner serves an ace. That's his clutch. Can blocks beat Zverev? I hope not. Gee, I hope not. By the way, chat, I'm currently trying to look at the ATP Fantasy website. It's not working. Anyways, advantage Sinner. As the return goes in from Ovna to the forehand of Sinner. Ovna. Forehand on the stretch goes long. Oh, man. What a great... I would tell you, he's hit some great returns, though, Ovna. Really making Sinner work for it. All right. 3-1. Sinner. All right, 3-1. But, yeah, blocks could beat Zverev. I mean, he's had some experience against Zverev, so that's good. But I hope Zverev wins. As with a 4-4 rally. 3-1 to Sinner. As with a backhand from Ovna. Again, the backhand of Sinner. Ovna forehand to the backhand of Sinner. Sinner hits it wide. And it's 15-love. $15-love. First serve is a fault, second serve. Can we be breaking the We Don't Watch Aussies cam? Are we breaking what do you mean? Oh, you mean Popper and Sinner? Maybe. As they're back in now, passing shot from Ovna, but Sinner with a volley. Oh, he missed it. Great passing shot by Ovna. 30-love. Yeah, we'll watch Popper and play Sinner for sure. If it happens. All right, 30-love. As the return goes in the net by Sinner, 40-love. $40-love. All right, it's off in the holes, 3-2. All right, here we go. Fonzie's about to come out on court and play. Medjedovic, by the way, didn't play in Madrid, but he did make a semi-final in Barcelona. So this is going to be interesting. By the way, chat, I just want to say this because I'm also a Fonseca fan, but also I would like to point this out. I have seen Fonseca in this warm-up, and just as he's about to serve, he has said the word please about 4 times to the ball kids. And I just want to point that out. All right. Fonseca serving first. He's got a sleeve on his right arm. Does he usually have a sleeve? I should know that. I'm a fake fan. Does he usually wear a sleeve? He has played a lot of tennis. He's wearing a hat. All right, Fonseca serves the fault. Second serve. As the backhand return goes into the forehand of Fonseca, Fonzie hits it wide. He does? Okay. We haven't watched Fonz for a couple of weeks. I've forgotten. Love 15. Why do you think he said that? Why do I think he said please to the ball kids a million times? because he's a nice guy he's well-mannered. Like, I was just watching him and he's like, ball please, ball please, ball please. And then he's like, can I get the towel please? And like, he just kept saying please. And I'm like, and then he said thank you when they gave him the towel. I'm like, what a lovely guy. Love 15. Like, how polite. Yeah, very well-mannered. 15 all. Fonseca. Sinner serving with a break in the second. 15 love. By the way, not saying that people that don't say that and don't use manners all the time are not good. That's fine. You know, everyone's different. But I just thought I'd point that out because it's kind of like Alcaraz and Sinner. Have they always let their opponents walk through before they do, or they always let their opponents walk up to the umpire first and shake hands? Like, they always, like, you know, again, just very well-mannered, polite, great role models, right? 15 all. Especially when people think Fonseca's arrogant. And you're like, I mean, you can be confident. It comes off as arrogant. People think that. But, yeah, just thought I'd point that out. That, oh, yeah, he's actually like, you don't need to say please all the time. You know, the ball kid's there to do a job. It's like, yeah, but the manners, I love it. As we're find inside out winner there from Fonseca is 30 all. What about Hadar? I don't know. I haven't watched enough Hadar. I haven't studied everyone's manners. So I just thought I'd point that out because I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like, that's, cool. Like, I haven't been, I literally just saw it then. I was like, okay. If I see Hadar, like, saying thank you to everybody as well, I'm saying I'll bring that up too. But I haven't watched enough of him yet. I'm not studying everyone's manners, but I just thought, yeah, that's cool. You know? Had he have not said anything, I wouldn't have said anything. But the fact that he kept saying please and thank you to all the ball kids, I was like, oh, that's awesome. 15:30 here. Ovner with a chance to get the break back. Rude's also polite. Oh, yeah. Uh, 15:30. By the way, great drop shot there from Fonseca. Then Medjedovic gets it, but Fonseca with a lovely lunging volley winner. 40-30. By the way, Fonseca's match is going to have some crowd. They're going to be crazy crowd out there. As we have drop shot, Sinner. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot from Sinner. 30-all. And Ovner's just like, what is this guy? What the hell is this guy? I play great points and this guy still wins. 30-all. Who the hell is this guy? Because remember, they've never played before, these guys. So he's watching this going, what the hell is this guy doing? Ovner's a personality, I tell you that. He just rolls his eyes. He's like, bro, what are you? 30-all. I'm Batman. He's Batman in the black. That's what it looks like, Batman now. As it goes into the net from... Great serve by Sinner, 40-30. Fonseca deuce, by the way, first game. I'm scared, by the way. As a Fonseca fan, I'm scared. I don't think Sinner's dad's moved. He's blinked, so you know he's awake. But he has not moved a muscle. I don't think he's even, like, taking a breath. He just is... Like, he is as stoic as his son. All right, advantage for Fonseca. Let's get the first game of the match. Let's go to backhand return. Out by Medjedovic. All right. Fonseca holds one love. All right, Sinner at deuce here. He's in a little trouble. They have played before. No, I'm talking about Ovner and Sinner. They've never played. Or at least they haven't played on the ATP. Maybe they played in challenges, but... Yeah, they played in a challenger, sorry. They have played before. They played in a challenger back in 2019. Final, Sinner won it in Italy, 6-2, 6-4. So they have played before, but they haven't played on the ATP, and they definitely haven't played since Sinner has... since Sinner's been this guy. Even before... Like, that was before Sinner was even known, right? Is that the same tournament that he beat Alcaraz? Or did he lose to Alcaraz? I can't remember. All right, Sinner holds 4-2. No, that wasn't the same time he played Alcaraz. He played Alcaraz in a different challenger that year. And Alcaraz won that match, I remember. I think I remember. We will rewatch that match one day. Medjedovic could be the perfect antidote to Fonseca. They have played. Yeah, that's right. So Fonseca and Medjedovic have played. Have they? No. No, Fonseca and Medjedovic haven't played. But they're, 22 and 2019. So 22, Medjedovic 22. We don't talk about him. Did he win the Next Gen Finals? He did, didn't he? He won the Next Gen Finals in like 3 years ago, right? Backhand rally, that goes out by Sinner. 15-love. Medjedovic serves the forehand of Fonseca. Forehand of Medjedovic is a winner. Beautiful shot. And Medjedovic's story, he actually was funded by, his career was early days funded by Djokovic, which is a really cool what's the word? Plot point? I don't know. What am I trying to say? Djokovic helped him out early days to financially, which is cool. All right, backhand here is Ovna into the slice of Sinner. Sinner goes with the drop shot. Ovna's going to get there, but hit in the net. It's 15-0. As Medjedovic with the drop shot is a winner. Beautiful shot. And it's 30-15. Medjedovic has made 2 finals of 250 events. So both indoor hard courts. Lost to Shapovalov and Humbert. He did win the Next Gen Finals. He beat Fils in 2023 to win the Next Gen Finals. He also took out Mikkelsen in the group stage as well. So, yeah, a couple of good wins there, and definitely a part of that generation. Kaboli, those kind of guys. Mikkelsen, Fils, like he was Rune, Alcaraz, right? He's that age. But yeah, won the Next Gen Finals. We know that people that win the Next Gen Finals usually go on to do something. As Sinner hits a backhand winner, and it's 15-30. Also 40-15 Medjedovic. I'm not sure if Medjedovic has had some injury concerns of the last couple of years, or why he hasn't had a breakout yet post winning that tournament. But I think there maybe has been a few injuries. Also, he has a new coach. He was coached by Viktor Troitsky up until last year. And now he's coached by Jorge Aguirre, who I believe has coached... he coached someone else recently. I can't think of who it was. Because I remember him being in the box of somebody. Yeah, he coached... did he coach Musetti? No. Did he coach Musetti? Spanish coach. Fekina. He coached Davidovich Fekina. Yeah. He was in the Davidovich Fekina box for a little while. I'm pretty sure. 30-all here. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure he was part of the Davidovich Fekina Monte Carlo run. As we're backhand now into the forehand of Ovna. Backhand from Sinner again, the forehand of Ovna. And Sinner forehand on the stretch in the net, 40-30. All right. 40-30. All right. 40-30. Sinner returned the back of Ovner. Backhand from Sinner up the line. And Ovner hits it long, and it's deuce. As Medjedovic hits a lovely drop shot. Fonseca gets it back. Medjedovic forehand pass, but Fonseca crosses and poaches perfectly. Puts it away. And he leads. 2-1. I'm trying to find out more answers. Hang on, let me confirm the coaching of Medjedovic. Yeah, so it says he has no past players experience. That's not true. He was, I swear he was in. Yeah. He was the coach of Davidovich Fokina as Fokina made the final in Monte Carlo. Yeah. He's best known for his 13-year mentorship with ATP tennis star Davidovich Fokina. So he's worked with Davidovich Fokina since he was 11, and then recently now works with Medjedovic. Yeah, Davidovich Fokina parted ways with Aguirre in May of 2024 and started working with Verdasco. So yeah, there you go. There you go, chap. We learn something every day. The Brazilians, by the way, they are painting their faces. They are flying their flags. It is a party out there. It's Saturday night and they're going crazy over in the Fonseca court. It's a circus arena. How do you say circus in Italian? Deuce here is Ovner. Tries not to get broken twice. Up the line from Ovner to the backhand of Sinner. Backhand of Ovner. Again to the backhand of Sinner with a slice, but it's wide. Great angle by Ovner. Advantage Ovner. Advantage Ovner just to keep things close. If Golubic and Ovner win, I'll be a millionaire. What if they lose? What's the alternative? Will you be okay? First serve, default, second serve. Advantage Ovner. Backhand return goes backhand of Ovner, up the line and wide, and we're back to deuce. UFC card should be good tonight. I have not been keeping up to date, to be honest. By the way, Medjedovic love 15. Ovner better than Zverev. I'll tell you this, though, and I said this last week, and I'll say it again. As Ovner serves an ace. I feel like if Zverev doesn't play Sinner for a while, and he watches guys like Ovner do things against Sinner and see what he can do against Sinner, maybe Zverev could get some tips off this guy. And see how other players take Sinner on, especially when they kind of have that same Zverev style. Like, Ovner's definitely more aggressive, but Zverev could replicate the Ovner game. As Sinner hits the tape and it goes in, and Ovner's like, what are you doing, bro? All right, back to deuce. Like, Zverev's got a big serve. Zverev's got a good return. Like, he could, see what Ovner does successfully against Sinner tonight and be able to incorporate that the next time we play Sinner. Which hopefully won't be for a while, for both their sakes. Actually, for our sake and for Zverev's. Sinner would love to play Zverev every week, I'm sure, but... All right, deuce again. But I love 30. Fonseca, as he tries to get the break early. Medjedovic forehand up the line. Fonseca backhand to the forehand of Medjedovic. Forehand from Fonseca. Into the forehand of Medjedovic. Fonseca slices backhand wide, and it's 30, sorry. All right. As Ovner with the advantage. As we're falling up the line, into the backhand of Ovna. Backhand for Sinner. Goes long, and Ovna does hold after like 10 minutes. And that's just to stay in touch. All right. Menchik was the last player to beat Sinner. Anyone remember what Menchik did well to beat him? Menchik just went nuts. Like, he just played ridiculously aggressive. City won 3-0. Boo, 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 boo. Boo. A win for City is a loss for... I don't know, somebody. For me. All right, 30-all. Lob goes up from Fonseca, and then Medjedovic puts away the drive volley, 40-30. So Tiafo and Bouze are going 3. Ooh, Andreeva's in a little trouble. She's got to serve to stay in the second set against Golubic. Arsenal must win tomorrow. Yep. All right, 40-30. Keep the lead. Keep the lead. Beat West Ham. 40-30. As Medjedovic serves the fault, second serve. Second serve into the forehand of Fonseca. Forehand from Medjedovic. Goes long. We get to deuce. We get to deuce. By the way, chat, I'm currently 502 in the rankings for this ATP final, ATP fantasy team, fantasy stuff. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm almost top 500. That's cool. Forehand from Fonseca into the forehand of Medjedovic. Fonseca forehand to the forehand of Medjedovic. Up the line of the backhand of Fonseca. Medjedovic forehand cross court. Fonseca slice. Medjedovic. Backhand cross. Fonseca pass in the net. Advantage Medjedovic. Advantage Medjedovic. Will Arsenal bottle again? No, we're going for 2. I'm glad Tottenham woke up. No, that's more funny if they lose. Oh, Tottenham are... Okay, so do we lose to West Ham to put Tottenham down again? Do we lose to West Ham in spite of Tottenham, or do we win against West Ham to win the league? What's more? It's probably a win-win, to be honest. Let's be... it's a win-win. If we win, we're top of the league by 5. If we lose, we're top of the league, but also Tottenham go down for the next couple. Like, they're going to start sweating. So what are we doing? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Do we relegate the Spurs or do we win the league? I don't know. It's a win-win. Spurs get relegated would be the craziest shit ever, though. Let's be real. That'd be crazy. That would be insane. Support your rivals. All right, love 15, Medjedovic. That goes in the net by Fonseca. I hope it's not 502 out of 510. No, it's 502 out of 500,000. Or something, or 50,000. I don't know. I'm currently number 9 in the league, though. Some of you are better than me, and that's okay. As long as you win the whole thing, that's fine. Hey, that person made a sign with their hands. Love it. And those guys have tennis rackets. Oh, Borg and McEnroe. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Haha. 15-all. As Fonseca serves, a fault. Second serve. As a second serve is an ace by Fonseca. All right. $30-15. Also, I don't know what's going on here. I think, by the way, there are so many handmade signs. I'm so happy, impressed. Yeah, I don't know why everyone stopped. I don't know what's going on because both Ovner and... Oh, you know what? I think it's something to do with the advertising board. They're trying to fix the advertising boards. I think the technology on like the screen behind the court is broken. Or is it a medical emergency in the stands? Oh, I thought they were fixing a screen. Oh, no. It might be a medical emergency in the stands. Sinner's just chilling. Sinner's just chilling, so... the guy just waved in front of his girlfriend's face. He's just like, hi. And she's just like, move your hand. Ovner's doing tricks with his racket. 4-15. Inside our forehand to the backhand of Medjedovic. Medjedovic in the net for 3-2 Fonseca. Sent you news. Oh, it's a crowd emergency. All right. Hopefully they're okay. Oh, more handmade signs. Chad, I'm impressed. Love that. Someone in the crowd, fan in the crowd feeling unwell. Okay. So they're just assisting that crowd member. Hopefully they're okay. You reached 303 in the world? Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, we need somebody from the community to win. That'd be awesome. I'm 6,500 and it's still been fun. Oh yeah, that's what it is though. That's all what it's about. At the end of the day, it's a game, right? And games are supposed to be fun. So, yeah. And the best thing is, like, just because your team hasn't been, maybe you're like 6,000 right now, every time they change change surface, it changes. Like, you have a whole nother chance to win a prize because there's prizes throughout the season. It's not just based on, you have to win the whole thing. They do monthly prizes. They do swings prizes, and then they do overall prizes. So, yeah. So, like, you could still win a prize if you are the best of the month, right? So, like, it's still worth playing every month because you can still win stuff even if you're not doing well, like, this month. So the monthly prizes are ATP Partners and Store merch. The swing prizes are tickets to sessions of ATP of your choice next year. And the major prize is flights and accommodation to the 2027 ATP Finals, which is the major prize. But you can still win one of the other prizes. 15-0. Sinner. Serves a fault. Second serve. Medjedovic, by the way, hitting some beautiful drop shots. All right. 15-0. Probably. Sinner serves again to the front of Medjedovic. Medjedovic hits it out. Sorry, not Medjedovic. Sorry. Ovner hits it out. 30-15. 30-15. Sinner serves again. Into the back of Ovner. Ovner hits a wide. 40-15. All right, 40-15. All right, nice serving Sinner, 5-3. Sinner leads the second. Medjedovic forehand up the line to the back of Fonseca. Fonseca hits it out. It's 3-all. Oh, Golubic took the second. God, no seed is safe. Everyone is in danger. I'm in danger. Ovner serving to stay in the match. 15-love. As he serves again. A fault. Second serve. I'm currently 238. And all 6 players are still in Rome. Nice. As a backhand return, backhand from Ovner hit it wide. 15-0. Fonseca, by the way, he gets a 30 love. Sinner 3 points away. By the way, Sinner will play against the winner of Menchik and Poprin, and they have not even started yet. So they're going to be on later. I think they're coming on. Are they coming on after this? No, they're coming on after Tiafoe, I think. Or are they coming on after the Andreeva match? Hang on. Yeah, no, sorry, they're coming on after Fonseca. Popper and Menchik are coming on after this match. And it's currently not 8:30 p.m., so, I mean, that's fun. And then Feast is coming on after Andreeva. Jovic is coming on after Tiafoe. And then Bencic after Sinner. So this is a very late... And we haven't had any rain delays today. It's just been long matches. Coco's match went long. FAA went long. Pellini went long. Yeah, it's just been long matches, which has pushed out all of these other matches. All right, Fonseca holds 4-3. Rizovna 30-15. Slice goes into the forehand of Sinner. And Sinner hits a winner, 30-0. 2 points away, Sinner. By the way, we're almost at 296,000 subscribers, so thank you for that. Don't forget to sub if you haven't already. All right. Tiafoe's up a break in the third against Bouzet, by the way. All right, 30-0. Ovner serves. Into the backhand of Sinner. Sinner hits the lob long, and it's advantage. Or 40-30 even. 40-30. Ovner serves. To the backhand of Sinner. Ovner with a forehand. To the forehand of Sinner. Ovner wins a point. Sinner hits it out. All right. Sinner's going to serve this match. All right. All right. Am I having a party at 300K? Yeah. So at 300,000... we're going to open this. So yeah, we're going to open this, which has it's got five autographed cards in this. So we're going to open this. Yeah. Now some of the autographed cards, I'm looking it up at the moment. So some of the cards that could be in here, some of the players, I should say, some of the players that are in here. You've got Alcaraz, right? You've got Nadal. You've got Rafa Nadal. You've got Sabalenka, Krejcikova, Coco Gauff. We could get a Raducanu card. Raducanu also. Zhang is in here as well. We got Fritz. There's like a lot of different players. Runa, Swiatek, Draper, McEnroe. Mac card. Djokovic. Osaka, Kyrgios. There is also, could be a... what else? Navratilova. Ooh, okay. All right. Possibly could be an Andy Murray or an Andre Agassi. Billie Jean King. Sharapova. Hingis. Steffi Graf. Ooh. So yeah. So we're going to open that at 300,000 and see how many, what players we get. So that is what we're doing. Anyway, Sinner for the match. Yeah, they got some good ones. Really good ones. All right. We're just waiting for the There must be another medical emergency here. There's a lot of people standing up and looking back at the very top of the stadium too. So there's something else going on here with in the crowd. Unfortunately, there won't be a Jannik Sinner card in here because he's not a part of the roster. But is Fonseca on there? Maybe is Joao there? I don't know. I thought I saw his name. No. No, I didn't see a Fonseca card. That's a shame. Or maybe he is. Hang on. Jack Draper. No. Menchik? I don't think Fonseca cards are... There's no Fonseca cards. But Alcaraz, Gauff, Nadal, Djokovic are sort of the big ones. Sabalenka, Swiatek, Raducanu, right? Jovic is actually huge as well. Also Eala and Raducanu and all those really, really popular players. Anyways, yeah, so 300K, we're going to do a stream and I'll open these. All right, 1540. Fonseca to get the break here. As Medjedovic serves a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Fonseca. Forehand now from Medjedovic. Into the backhand of Fonseca. Medjedovic forehand again. The backhand of Fonseca. Medjedovic slice. Drop shot. Nice. Fonseca hits into the backhand of Medjedovic. Volley from Fonseca is too good and Fonseca breaks. Woo. Woo-hoo. Okay. 5-3. Oh, the Brazilians are going wild. They're going wild. We're just waiting for a medical emergency in the crowd, by the way, on the Sinner match. It's a bit of trouble up the very top of the stand, so they're just trying to get to that person and help him out. What do you think of the Runa comeback? Some say too early. I think it's just right, to be honest. I've seen a little bit of his practice, and yeah, he doesn't look like he's free, like he's not running full on or anything. But I think coming back on clay to test it out is worth trying, because clay is probably more definitely more forgiving to those sort of, like he can slide and he can he doesn't have to stop start. Changing direction is going to be something that's going to be really taxing on his feet, right, and on his Achilles. So to slide and have a little bit more give on the court, I think will help him. And look, if he plays Hamburg next week and feels like it's really painful, he won't play Roland Garros. So he doesn't really have to come back and test it out in a 500. And if he does do well, or if he feels good, he'll go play Roland Garros, and then he can play more clay after Wimbledon anyway. By the way, Medjedovic just lost his mind and the racket just went crazy. He just smoked that racket. That racket is snapped into pieces. 30 love Fonseca. Yeah, he was smoked and he's like, oh, well, I've broken it once. I might as well throw it twice. Both sides. He's like, yeah, I'll break both sides. One code violation for one racket, so you can break it as much as you want. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That broke that racket. That racket is broken. 30 love. You said there's no Sinner card. Why is that? I don't know. I didn't make them. 30 love. There's a bit of fault second serve. As the return goes to forehand of Fonseca. Forehand from Medjedovic. To the backhand of Fonseca. Medjedovic backhand. As Fonseca backing up the line. Medjedovic hits it wide on the forehand. It's 40 love. 40 love. Medjedovic is starting to get angry. He's already broken a racket. He's starting to talk. So the Sinner match has just been delayed because there's been a crowd emergency. All right, set point. Fonseca serves an ace, first set. 6-3. And the Brazilians are going nuts. That's the court I want to be at. I want to be there. As Medjedovic is trying to get... Him and his coach are getting real animated. They are having a big conversation, very animated conversation. A lot of hand gestures. All right, first set, 6-3. But yeah, so the reason why Sinner's not here in this pack, so the way, and again, I'm kind of talking off the top of my head, 8.7, by the way, performance rating from Fonseca, 6.7 for Medjedovic. Only one break point in that set, and Fonseca took it. Also, Fonseca won 100% of first serve points. That's a lot. How many cards are in this box? In this box, there are 12 cards. But 5 of them are signed. Whereas the other box that I have is, there's a lot more cards and there's a lot more packs. So that's a rain delay pack. But this is the special, this is going to be a special 300k stream pack because it's got, it could have valuable cards. Like it could have a lot of, there could be a lot of value in this pack. All right, 9 winners and 13 errors from Medjedovic. 6 winners, 4 errors from Fonseca. But it was a serving of Fonseca that was just ridiculous. So yeah, the reason why Sinner's not in this pack, my guess would be because, remember, tennis players are not, they're not like sports, they're not like basketball or football, right? They don't sign a contract to be in a team. And then that league then makes a set of cards and everyone in the competition has a card, right? Tennis is an individual sport and everybody's an individual contractor. So to get everybody to sign up to this set of cards, everybody has to sort of, every player agrees on their own. That's probably why Fonseca's not there. It's probably why Sinner's not there. Maybe Sinner has, I think Sinner has a deal with another card company, like a competing card company, and he's doing special edition cards for them. And I think Fonseca might be the same. He might be like, you know what, I don't want to join, because he definitely would have been asked. Fonseca would have been, I think Fonseca was in the 2024 pack. So yeah, that's the reason why Sinner's not in this pack, because he probably was like, I'm working with these people. I can't work with you. So it's sort of, that's why it's different to other sports, because if you play for the NBA signed the deal with the card companies to make again, this is me talking off the top of my head. It probably is more detailed than this, but the ATP don't own the tennis players to then be able to sell their image to people, right? Or to companies. The players all do that themselves. So does that make sense? So that's why Sinner's not there. Not because he wasn't asked and not because he shouldn't be, right? It's like he should be, obviously. Anyways, we're back. Sinner is serving for the match. But I'm pretty sure Fonseca was on in the 2024 set because I swear I have a Fonseca card. I definitely have a Fons card somewhere. I'm pretty sure I have a Fonseca rookie card. Yeah, he was on the 2020. Oh, he's on the 2026 like alternate pack, but he's just not in this pack. Anyways, love 15, Sinner serving for the match. That goes the net by Ovna, 15-0. Whew. Medjedovic is not having fun. 15-30. 15-0 here. Sinner serves again. As a return. Goes into the forehand. Sinner backhand now from Ovna. Into the forehand Sinner. Ovna backhand slice. Into the forehand Sinner. As Ovna forehand on the stretch. Can't get it. Sinner 30-15. What a shot. 30-15. 2 points away, Sinner, from getting it done. By the way, don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. We're almost at 400 likes. And Sinner just crushing the ball. $30-15. Serve to the back of Ovna in there. 40-15. And it's Sinner with the match points to take his spot in the third round. And to take on possibly Menchik in a rematch. Serve. Into the forehand of Ovner. Return goes short. Sinner forehand inside out. Ovner with a lob. Goes out. Sinner wins. Sinner gets it done. And the only reason there was a delay was because of the crowd. A little bit of an emergency, but that was pretty straightforward and pretty quick for Sinner. Ovner played some marathon games, and Ovner's just saying, bro, you're too good. You're way too good. They've never played before. First time meeting. Ovner put up a pretty good fight. Like, let's give him a little credit for that. He worked for that. He had to work. He made Sinner work for that second set. But in the end, Sinner gets it done. And he is in to the third round. The defending finals, world number 1. By the way, Medjedovic is hitting the ball out. And him and his coach are going back and forth for the last 2 or 3 games. All right, 30-40. If you are leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. Don't forget to like on the way out. And we will be back for Sinner against whoever he plays in the third round in a couple of days. All right, breakpoint Fonz. 30-40. Serve is a fault. Second serve. We're going to merge the streams in a bit, so if you want to come on over and watch, keep watching. We've got Fonseca second set coming up. So if you want to keep watching, jump on over. That's Fonseca with the drop shot in the net. Ooh. All right, Deuce. Medjedovic was like, thank you for missing. Thank you. Appreciate it. Don't do that to me. All right, Medjedovic. Advantage. When was the last time Sinner faced a break point? Probably before this tournament. Last week, probably. I think Hodar had break points, I'm sure. All right, advantage Medjedovic. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Fonseca. Fonseca hits out. Medjedovic holds. 1-love. 1-love in the second. What an applause from the home crowd. He's loved in Rome. Yeah. So insanely supported. But of course he is. I mean, he's the best player on the planet. They love him. All right. Yeah, Hodar plays tomorrow against Rinaldi. Tomorrow night, which is going to be fun. Yeah, tomorrow's schedule's pretty insane, to be honest. All right, Fonzie serves. He won the first set 6-3. As he... Oh, jeez, all right. Fonseca just catches with his left hand a return that's flying to his face, and he just went like that. Like, he just grabs it with his left as he's turning around. Like, that was some Matrix shit. What the hell? He's the one. Has been a serve out wide of the forehand of Medjedovic. Medjedovic hits it wide. 15-love. Love. Fonseca serves again. Serving to the back of Medjedovic. Fonseca forehand in the net. 15-0. Medjedovic trying to keep himself going. 15-0. As Fonseca serves again. Into the forehand, Medjedovic. Return the forehand of Fonseca, but he gets wide. Great return, Medjedovic. 15-30. All right, 15-30. All right, 15-30. And a bit of fault second serve. 7 at the backhand of Medjedovic. Backhand of Fonseca, the backhand of Medjedovic. Fon's up the line as Medjedovic forehand to the forehand of Fonseca. Forehand of Medjedovic goes long, and it's 30-all. 30-all. As Fonseca serves again. An ace. 40-30. Tiafoe 5-1 in the third. Wow. That's kind of impressive. Big foe. Make it full scoreboard. Fonseca, Medjedovic. Another ace. All right, 1-all. Merge the streams. We're jump on over if you want to keep watching this Fonseca matchup. But Sinner gets a win in straight sets. He had to work for it, though. Hats off to Ovner in the second set for pushing Sinner and making him earn that second set. But Sinner wins 3-4. He's into the third round. All right. Also, Andreeva up 3-love in the third against Golubic as well. So that's happening. All right, let me just fix the scores. All right, love 15. All right, love 15. As Medjedovic serves again. Into the forehand of Fonseca. Medjedovic forehand to the forehand of Fonseca. He can't handle the power of Medjedovic that time. It's 15-all. Uh, 15-all. Hodar blocks are best on hard courts too, so they'll be fun to watch in August when August arrives. Oh yeah, for sure. Hadar, like he definitely can play on hard courts, and blocks played great at the start of the year in challenger events on hard courts. So yeah. All right, 15-30. First serve, default, second serve. As we get a forehand out of the backhand of Medjedovic, backhand from Fonseca. Into the forehand of Medjedovic, Fonseca slice. Medjedovic forehand into the forehand of Medjedovic, and Medjedovic hits wide. 15-40, Fonseca to get the break, and Medjedovic is yelling into his hands. 15-40. Yeah, you did earlier. We're all just having fun. All right, 15-40. Medjedovic to take the... Sorry, Fonseca to take the break against Medjedovic. Medjedovic to serve. He serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Fonseca. Forehand of Medjedovic is a drop shot to winner. Deuce. 30-40. By the way, what the hell's on the camera? Anybody else see that smudge? Or is it a bug? What the hell is on the lens? There's something on the camera lens, and it's very distracting, obviously, because I wasn't paying attention at that point. 30-40. There's like a bug on the screen. Somebody just... What are we doing? 30-40. Oh, it's gone. No, this is a big smudge. Backhand rally. Medjedovic gets a winner. Deuce. This is a big... You can see where it was, too. It's just... They're like, quick. There's still some... You got to clean the lens now. There, you can see somebody went... Got their shoe and just slap. They went to wipe that off the thing. Deuce. I'm going to get a cloth. Forehand now goes in the backhand of Fonseca. Lob goes up. Medjedovic smash. Fonseca gets it back. Medjedovic forehand. And it's a winner. And Medjedovic punches the air. I love the intensity. Advantage Medjedovic to take the lead. Advantage Medjedovic. Clean the crime scene. All right. Advantage Medjedovic. As the return goes into the forehand of Medjedovic, slice from Fonseca. Medjedovic forehand to the forehand of Fonseca. As Medjedovic back on the stretch. Fonseca drop shot. It's too good. Great drop shot. Back to deuce. Great rally. These guys are playing some intense rallies. All right, deuce. Tiafoe wins? Hell yeah. What a win. Great win for Fonz. Sorry, for Foe. Fonzie hits a great winner. That's a great, actually. Like, against a guy who's been playing good on clay this year, on European clay, that's going to be one of his best wins of the season. As Medjedovic hits a drop shot winner. Who's Foe? Oh, Foe Feast. Ooh. Chat, that is fun. Tiafoe Feast? I want a ticket to that match. Feast has to win tonight, but like that's fun. Tiafoe Feast, that feels like highlight city. Forehand goes up the line to the forehand of Medjedovic. Backhand out from Fonseca, and then Medjedovic hits a drop shot wide, and it's back to deuce. And then the winner plays Sinner, or Menchik, or Poprin. God, that is... Chat, anybody who said Sinner had an easy draw, he might make it look easy, but that's not easy. Like, Sinner's draw is tough. He might get out of it alive without dropping a set because he's just the best player on the planet. But on paper, that is a tough run. That is if he gets through all those guys in straight sets unscathed, that is a great run from him. They are all tricky, tough in their own way. As that goes in the net by Fonseca, and it's advantage Medjedovic. Like, Sinner's draw is full of killers. Apart from Menchik and Feast, really? Yeah, that's like 2 out of the 6 guys that I mentioned. That's like 33% of the people. That's a tough draw. Poprin as well, though. I mean, Poppy can play. As that goes wide from Fonseca, Medjedovic holds. Medjedovic is just keeping himself in front. 2-1. In the second. 2-1. Tiafoe can't hit big or deep. Yeah, but he's fun to watch, though. Are you going to watch the Feast match later? No, this is the last match we're watching. This was supposed to be the filler match between Sabalenka and Sinner, but that didn't happen. Now it's the last match we're watching. Are you staying up all night, every night to watch? Yep. I am. That's what we do. Andreeva 5-love in the third. So that's good. People do not understand that it's easy just because Sinner is too good. What? I hope Poprin wins so that we can make Sinner watch Aussie versus Sinner. We can make Cam watch Aussie versus... I'm sorry. Does my pain amuse you? Does my heartbreak amuse you? Do my tears amuse you? Okay. Cry at my pain. Okay. Laugh at my pain while I cry. Okay. All right. By the way, all the people from the Sinner court have now gone to watch this match. They've all come over here because they know this is the party court. This is the circus. 2-1, Medjedovic. Second set. Everyone's trying to find a seat because they ran out of the Sinner Stadium and they went, we're going to watch this. Or they're going to the Feast match. Feast Pellegrino is going to have a similar vibe. Maybe a couple more beers, though, because they're on the outside court. So they're going to like, whoop, and then they're going to go and... Unless, wait, actually, no, sorry, Feast is on Center court, right? They should let all the people from Sinner's court go to Feast's court. Also, Jovic Townsend's about to start. There is a match on after this, and it's Poprin versus Menchik, so... All right, forehand goes into the backhand of Fonseca. Backhand now from Medjedovic. Lob. Smash from Fonseca's a winner, 15 love. Are Aussies banned from watch-alongs? No, it's not a ban. I just don't like being on camera when I'm in pain. Emotional pain. All right, 15 love. I don't want chat to see me cry. 15 love. As the return goes into the forehand of Fonseca. Fonseca gets a win, a 30 love. $30 love. Fonseca serves again. Into the forehand, Medjedovic. Oh, return winner. Great shot, 30-15. Andreeva 6 love, final set. Ooh. All right, return goes to forehand of Fonseca. Fonseca puts that away, 40-15. $40-15. $40-15. That's Fonseca serves a fault. Second serve. Mother's Day in New Zealand. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day in Australia as well. All right, 40-30. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes out by Medjedovic, and it's 2-0. Must have been stressful when Kyrgios was in the Wimbledon final. Nah, see, that's the thing. Like, with Keegs, it never was stressful watching Keegs because he was always just putting on a show. And I guess I didn't really expect, like, with Demon or in Pop, well, not so much Poppin, but with Demon, you know, there's an expectation that he, you know, that he should get through. But yeah, I never really worried about with Keegs because Kyrgios always put on a match, even if it wasn't like he wouldn't get destroyed necessarily like much. He would always, it was always entertaining. So you like, you know, he never got annihilated. Whereas the thing that hurts me so much is when Sinner plays Demon Or and Demon Or doesn't get a look, right? Sinner comes in, even Alcaraz, right? Just completely dismantle him. And I'm like, that's just so hard to watch. That's some of my least favorite streams have been Sinner versus De Minaur, the Australian Open. As that goes in net by Fonseca 15-0. But with Kyrgios, yeah, I never, because there was always something going on, and there was always a chance he could come back, and he never got completely outplayed. There was times that he did, but we didn't watch them. But the times that we watched him, he never really got complete. Like, he would sometimes mess himself up, but yeah, we didn't really watch him. I think there was only one time, maybe against Sinner, that it might have happened, where he just didn't really, like, Sinner kind of took him apart. In Miami, I think, like in 21 or 22, but yeah. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as definitely more heartbreaking De Minaur matches than there have been for Kyrgios to watch, that is, as an Aussie fan. As we find now from Medjedovic, that goes long, and it's 15-40 Fonseca. And also Kokonaka is another one where it's like heartbreaking because like he either plays long, tough matches or he gets injured, and we're like, that just hurts my soul. 15-40. Yeah, Djokovic in Australia as well. I mean, yeah, don't remind me. 15-40. Served on the tee. He's an ace, one save. 30-40. 30-40. Yeah, De Minaur Rotterdam losses, Davis Cup losses. Him losing a Sinner in Davis Cup. Oh. 30-40. All of them hurt so much. Serve. Massive serve. Out wide. Medjedovic. And it's deuce. All right. We get the deuce. Yeah, I heard that Kyrgios is playing in Stuttgart after the French, so that's cool. Another ace. Jeez, Medjedovic with the serving. All right, Medjedovic. Advantage. To take the lead again. Another good serve. Great serving. More rounds. 4 massive serves. Unreturnables and aces. And he takes the lead again. All right. Medjedovic. 3-2. All right. And Medjedovic coach on the feet. He is fired up. All right, 3-2. Packed house, by the way, on this outside court. As Fonseca serves fault, second serve. I mean, the crowd's moving around. And Fonseca's just pointing, going, what the hell is this guy doing? All right, Fonseca double faults, love 15. All right, love 15. All right, there's been a fault, second serve. 7 to the back end of Medjedovic. Back in up from Fonseca. Goes long, love 30. Fon's in trouble. All right, love 30. As with a 4-4 rally. Up the line of the backhand of Fonseca. Backhand of Medjedovic. It's Fonseca backing up the line of the forehand of Medjedovic. Into the forehand of Fonseca. Medjedovic drop shot. Fonzie gets it with a slice. Medjedovic backhand pass. Goes wide. Just missed. That would have been a crazy pass. But he just missed it wide. 15-30. And we default second serve. As he hits a great second serve, 30-all. As Fonseca comes in there, puts it away, 40-30. All right, 40-30 as Medjedovic return. Into the back of Fonseca, up the line of the forehand of Medjedovic. Forehand of Fonseca again to the forehand of Medjedovic. As Fonseca forehand up the line, Medjedovic there with the backhand. It goes long and Fonseca holds from love 30. And he levels. All right. 3-3. Three all. All right, 3-3. As with a 4-4 rally, Medjedovic. Into the forehand of Fonseca. Fonseca to wide. 15 love. 15 love. As Medjedovic goes up the lineup, goes a lob by Fonseca. Medjedovic puts it away. And it's 30 love. As that goes out in the return from Fonseca, 40 love. Serve again. There's a fault from Medjedovic. Second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Medjedovic. Forehand from Fonseca. Into the forehand of Medjedovic. Fonseca forehand on the stretch goes to the net. All right, 4-3. Medjedovic stays in front. All right. Jovic breaks already? Okay. Jeez. She is not wasting time. All right. All right. They're going crazy in Brazil. They're dancing around the stands. So the Brazilians are going crazy. They're going crazy in Italy. And they're dancing around the stands. All right. Nice chain, by the way. Thank you. All right, Medjedovic leads 4-3. As with a back-end rally, Fonseca serving again. As Medjedovic back in again, the back of Fonseca. And then Fonseca goes up the line and hits it out. Love 15. Love 15. Feast walking with that aura. Oh, yeah. Is he playing now? Oh, Feast is on court now. As that goes out by Medjedovic, 15-0. Serve is a fault from Fonseca. Second serve. As a return from Medjedovic goes to forehand of Fonseca. Medjedovic slice into the back of Fonseca. Fonseca in the net. 15-30. Oh no. All right, 15-30. That's Medjedovic forehand to the forehand of Fonseca on the stretch. Medjedovic forehand again. Is a winner. 1540, sorry. Medjedovic. A chance to take the break and serve for this second set. All right, serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Medjedovic. Backhand Fonseca to the forehand of Medjedovic. Fonseca slice. Medjedovic. Forehand goes long. 30-40. One saved. 30-40. Fonseca serves again. A fault. Second serve. Double fault. All right, Medjedovic is going to serve for the second. Medjedovic serving for the second. Man, brutal way to get broken for the first time of the night. Medjedovic is going to serve to take the second set. All right, as the return goes in to the forehand of Medjedovic. Fonseca for another forehand. Goes in to the forehand of Medjedovic. Slice from Fonseca. As Medjedovic forehand inside out to the backhand of Fonseca. Medjedovic forehand again. To the backhand of Fonseca. Sliced. And long. And it's 15-love. All right, 15-love. All right, 15-love. As Medjedovic serves again. As with a fault second serve. Serving the backhand of Fonseca. Backhand of Medjedovic. Sliced in the net by Fonseca. And it's 30-love. Serve. To the back of Fonseca. Return. To the front of Medjedovic. And he puts it away. Set points, Medjedovic. 40-love. To take the second. 40-love. What a fight back. Because mentally, he looked out of it in the first games of this second set. He looked like he was resigned. He was like, oh, I couldn't win the first set. I smashed the racket. I couldn't be bothered. But now he's recovered well. And this crowd has not been easy to play either. Serve. Into the backhand of Fonseca. Return goes for Medjedovic. Fonseca backhand. Into the backhand of Medjedovic. Medjedovic in the net. 40-15. One saved. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Serve into the corner. Fonseca. Return. Into the corner. Medjedovic. Fonseca slice. In the net. We're going 3, baby. Medjedovic is like, let's go. Come on now. All right. We're going 3. I tell you, Medjedovic. He's got it. Fonzie going to serve first in the final set. I'll tell you, Medjedovic is not... he's not to be messed with. We're going 3. Medjedovic, 8.1 in that second set. By the way, Fonseca had 5 break points. Didn't get any of them. Only 2 for Medjedovic and converted 1. Fonseca had 5 break points in the first 3 games on service of the service games of Medjedovic. Couldn't convert any of them. So, yeah, he had chances, Fonz. But Medjedovic held strong and then eventually got his chance and he took it. All right, by the way, Jovic is up 2-1 against Townsend and Bencic Kalinskaya have just started. All right. Yeah, Fonseca, not many winners that set. Medjedovic was ripping winners from everywhere. All right, we're going 3. Which would not want to face Medjedovic in the first round of Roland Garros. Hell no. No way. No way. This kid is scary. All right, final set. Pellegrino breaks fees. That's the first game, though, right? No. 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 All right, Fonseca's going to serve first in the final set. All right, who's winning the final set? Give me a name and give me a score. Who you got, chat? Who you got? 15 love. $15 love. Fonseca 7-6, Fonseca 7-5, Fonseca 6-4, 6-4 Hamad, 6-4 Fonseca. All right. 30 love. All right. Fonseca serves again. Any fault? Second serve. I miss Carlos. I want him back for Wimbledon and win Wimbledon. Okay. All right. Second serve. The backhand of Medjedovic, and then that goes up the line and wide by Fonz. It's 30-15. There's a backhand slice from Fonseca to the backhand of Medjedovic. Fonseca backhand again to the backhand of Medjedovic. Fonseca backhand again to the backhand of Medjedovic. Fonseca backhand in the nets. Medjedovic 30 all. All right, 30 all. There you go. Backhand to backhand rally. As we get a forehand now from Fonseca in the net. Oh, Fonseca just smashed the ball out of the stadium. That's a code violation. 30-40. Jeez, both these guys have shown emotion. Like real intense frustration. Medjedovic has to save humanity. $30-40. Backhand up the line into the forehand of Medjedovic. Backhand up from Fonseca is a winner. Whew. All right, deuce. Lovely backhand winner. Deuce. First serve, the fold, second serve. Serving to the forehand of Medjedovic. To the forehand of Fonseca. Medjedovic drop shot goes wide. Faces down a double break. If Feast loses, even though I love the guy, it actually wouldn't be bad for fantasy team. Because I don't have him. So I got rid of him. So maybe I wouldn't be mad. But I wouldn't be happy. As that goes in the back, into the smash of Fonseca, and Fonseca holds first game. 1-love. Feast double break, yep. By the way, the Brazilians are going nuts in the stands. They are cheering, and that guy's getting really aggressive. And the security's like, bro, relax. That guy in the front row is yelling and going nuts. And the security had to tell him to relax. All right. 1-love. Final set. All right. Medjedovic serves again. All right, so a forehand rally. And that goes in the net by Fonseca, 15-love. $15-love. Face call for the trainer? For what reason? As that Medjedovic forehand goes long, 15-all. Medical timeout. Yes. Yes, but what? 15-all? Why? As it a forehand up the line of the backhand of Fonseca. Forehand from Medjedovic to the forehand of Fonseca. Medjedovic forehand into the slice of Fonseca. Medjedovic runs out his backhand and hits an inside in forehand, and it's too strong. 30-15. Maybe he's back. They didn't tell me. But I thought you were the person. I thought you were on the phone to the umpire. How am I supposed to know if you didn't talk to the umpire? Call the umpire right now. Quick. 30-15. Medjedovic serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Gene's the Feast expert. I think Gene fainted when Feast asked for the trainer. Maybe that's why. Oh, they went off the court. Okay, it might be back, might be hip. Yeah, it might be lower back. Anyways, 30-all. Fonseca wants that break early, and I wouldn't mind if he breaks early and wins his set quickly so I can go to sleep and then wake up. Maybe it's Mother's Day. All right, 30-all. Yeah, so it's an off-court medical for Feast. Interesting. Serve is a fault. Especially this early on. That's not good. 30-all. Second serve. Into the backhand of Fonseca. Medjedovic backhand. To the forehand of Fonseca. Medjedovic forehand goes cross court. Fonseca gets it. Medjedovic forehand up the line. Fonseca gets it. Medjedovic backhand into the forehand of Fonseca. And Fonseca hits a winner. I think Medjedovic might be getting tired. He's looking a little bit slow out there now. 30-40. The Brazilians are going crazy again. 30-40. Celebrating Mother's Day and all-you-can-eat Asian buffet. Can't wait. Oh, that sounds delicious. That sounds epic. All right. Break point for Fonseca. Serving to the back of Fonseca. Forehand up from Medjedovic is a winner. That was a great shot. Medjedovic is ripping forehands, man. If it's lower back, scary. Feast has had stress fractures in his back before. I hope it's nothing serious. Yeah. Deuce. Medjedovic has done a great job at saving break points in the last couple of sets. Medjedovic serves. A fault. As that goes out in the return from Fonseca, and Medjedovic gets to advantage. Advantage Medjedovic. As the return goes in the net by Fonseca. All right, Medjedovic holds. 1-1 final set. It's nice to see Sinner getting the perfect redemption since Indian Wells for his 3-month absence last year. Yeah, how crazy is that? That Sinner has pretty much won every tournament he wasn't allowed to play last year. Like he actually made up for lost time. He's like, you know what? You banned me from all these tournaments. I'm going to come back and win them all in a row. like, how much of a savage is that? You're banned for 3 months. You're not allowed to play Indian Wells, Miami, Madrid, or Monte Carlo. And then he comes back and he's like, you know what? I'm going to win all of them now. I hadn't won any of them before. Now I'm going to win all of them in a row. Oh, actually, no. He won Miami, didn't he? He also, but mind you, he did get banned from Doha too. Didn't win that. But everything else, he came back and he's like, I'm going to take that. 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 Also, I'm going to be world number 1. And I'm going to beat Alcaraz in the final of Monte Carlo. So, you know, Ban me now. That is such a, like, I mean, and then now he dresses in all black in his first match in Rome. Like, you go, oh, and now he's like celebrating by wearing the Darth Vader or Batman outfit, whichever you want to go with. It's either Darth Sinner or Sinner Man, like whatever you want. 15-all. It's like that's like the like it's as good as Djokovic getting banned from Australia and then coming back in 23 and winning it all. Like it's almost like that. Like it's not exactly the same because Djokovic, unfortunately, the difference being, Sinner was banned because he can't, he got banned for having, his testing positive. Djokovic was unfairly banned, right? And history and hindsight proves that. But still, both made up for lost time. Both came back and both showed everybody, oh, yeah, by the way, yeah, you missed me. All right, backhand winner by Medjedovic, by the way, 15-30. It's a funeral for his opponents. It's so savage. 15-30. As the backhand return goes into the backhand of Fonseca. Medjedovic forehand to the forehand of Fonseca. Fonseca hits it out. 15-40. Medjedovic to get the break. By the way, Chad, I just had a thought. And maybe, look, it may had nothing to do with it, but the two Sabalenka losses. I mean, I know she lost very, very closely in Madrid. But do you reckon like this whole like boycott thing and her being the number one and having to answer all those questions, do you think that might have been a bit of a distraction? Maybe that's another like a part of the reason she lost? As that goes out by Fonseca, Medjedovic breaks 2-1 final set. I don't think it is. I'm not convinced with that myself, but it couldn't have helped. Having to answer all those questions and talk about and be she is the face of even Sinner and Djokovic and Alcaraz haven't really been as like she has been the face of this whole boycott thing, I know Coco's made comments and so has Raducanu, but like it's been Sabalenka's been the one that's sort of like been put out the front. This week anyway, she's been the one that's been quoted the most, and she's been the one that has brought it up, right? Talked about it the most, or talked about the most about talking about it, and then everybody else got asked about it afterwards, right? I wonder if that was a little bit like distracting this week. It definitely wouldn't have helped her preparations being asked about it and being included in those like articles and discussions and all that kind of stuff. It kind of helped her preparation around this tournament. I don't think it's the reason she lost today. I don't think it's the only reason she lost today. She lost for other reasons, but one, because Castell's playing great. Main one, because Castell's playing great. But I don't know. Is it just, you reckon it's... Also, by the way, talking about like upset, I mean, all the other players have had tough matches already this week as well. So, like, is it a bit of a distraction for everybody? Are all the top players a little bit like one eye on the thread of boycott, and the other like they're like their tennis is suffering at the moment? I don't know. I guess if we have a random champion, we have to discuss about that, right? Maybe all of this boycott talk is distracting like everybody. I mean, Gauff had a 3-setter, Swiatek had a 3-setter, Sabalenka lost. We'll see how Raducanu does. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe it's just that time of year where everyone's everyone's in trouble. I mean, Djokovic lost, right? But he wasn't really main. He was kind of like, hey, I've been talking about this for years. It's their fight now. So he wasn't really like, I want to talk about it now. But I don't know. Just so it's something maybe we should think about, especially how the results go. If more players start losing, more top players start losing this week. Just some random thought. Anyways, 15-love, Medjedovic. He's got the break in the final set. He was looking tired, but Fonzie's not taking his chances. He's had so many more chances to break than Medjedovic. But Medjedovic has just been breaking. All right, 30 love. Feast looks stuffed, Cam. Feast retired? No. He will retire? Feast retired. That's not good. That's really bad. That is not good. 30-15. What? That sucks. That sucks. Great for Pellegrino. Great for Tiafoe too, I guess. But, man, that sucks. That sucks. Medjedovic 40-15. Feast retires at love 4. Lower back. Again. That's not good. I wonder if they'll put Popper and Menchik over there then. I mean, maybe they won't. They might wait for this court. That's not good for Feast. That sucks. He has played a lot of tennis though. So to be fair, and he has been winning a lot. So the more you win, the more you play. So maybe it's just been his body it's been too much for his body. He played a lot in Madrid. He played a lot in Barcelona. He played a lot in Miami, right? Hopefully it's not an injury. Hopefully it's more just hopefully it's not a serious injury. Hopefully it's just he's played a lot and his back's like, oh, I've had it. Medjedovic consolidates 3-1. God, that's brutal. Cakewalk for Sinner then? What are you talking about? He's got to play Menchik in the third round or Popperin. He's still got to play those guys. Fourth round is just got easier, but still got to play Menchik or Popperin. That's no joke. And Rublev quarterfinal. Don't overlook Rublev. And then Fonseca, Kaboli, Medvedev is still around. Unless Medjedovic wins here. 15 love. All right, Medjedovic with a great return winner. 15-0. And he points to the crowd. He's like, how did you like that one? Great return winner off the backhand from Medjedovic. Almost round the net. It was over the net, but it was over the post. As a backhand now up the line to the forehand of Fonseca. Forehand from Medjedovic up the line. Jeez, he's hitting good forehands. Forehand again. Into the backhand of Fonseca. Medjedovic forehand again. Winner. Jeez. 15-30. Medjedovic is unleashing. What a shot. If I wasn't going for Fonseca, I'd be really impressed right now. All right, return goes forehand to Fonseca. Backing out from Medjedovic on the stretch. Goes long. No! Fons hit it wide! 15-40. To get the double break. First serve's a fault, second serve. So I think we can all say that Feast is not playing next week. I think we can say that. I doubt he's playing next week. I don't know if he even was. Was he playing next week? I don't know. Maybe he was not even playing next week. 15-40. As we're back in Fonseca up the stretch. To the forehand of Medjedovic. Fonseca just defending. Medjedovic forehand again. Fonseca slices it back. Goes out. Jeez. Relentless. Relentless Medjedovic. And he's talking to the Brazilian crowd and he's like, this is my house. I don't know what you're doing here. This is my house. I don't know why you're here. Medjedovic's got an attitude. I like it. He's like, this is my house. You all go home. Go back to South America. I mean, we're in Europe here. This is my house. He's not afraid. He might be pissed off at them, but he's not afraid of them. Man, that's brutal, man. Your team only lost Steph. I'm losing Feast. Well, I'm losing Fonseca too. Medjedovic's forehand is insane right now. Like, he is crushing them all around the court. What a shot. What a shot. Yeah, he is just ripping forehands. I do like his attitude. I like it. He's got that confidence. I want to see Medjedovic play Sinner. I want to see this guy ripping forehands up against Sinner and see how he deals with that, because you know the crowd's going to be loud that day. Tell me one quality of Fonseca rather than a big forehand. I don't need to. Don't tell me what to do. I don't need to defend Fonseca's great tennis play. Well, you wanted me to justify why he's got so much attention? Get out of here. 4-1. I'm losing Fonseca and Feast. Fun day in fantasy. Well, that's how fantasy works. That's just fantasy tennis for you. I mean, it's been actually a pretty good run the last few weeks for most people, because we haven't had that many major upsets, really. You know, all the big names, all the consistent players have been consistent. As Medjedovic double faults, left 15. Yeah. I mean, this week is just a bit brutal. FAA's gone, Djokovic is gone, Shelton's gone, Demonor's gone, Medvedev is there, but on clay, you know, Musetti actually might have a decent week. Kaboli's still around. Lehechka and Ruud play each other. Rublev is unspoken about, but is definitely on there. Obviously, Feast is gone. Fonseca's in trouble. Echeverry's gone. Norrie's gone. Vachereau withdrew. Like, it's brutal, man. This is like fantasy week. This week is insane. Fantasy tennis this week is brutal. 15:30. This week is crazy for fantasy league or tennis fantasy, ATP fantasy. 15:30. Medjedovic trying to keep both breaks as he serves in the forehand of Fonseca. Return into the forehand of Medjedovic. Medjedovic hits it out. 15:40 to get one of the breaks back. Yeah, Tsitsipas gone. Yeah. Is it bad for the women's game that Sabalenka and Raducanu are not consistent like Alcaraz and Sinner? What are you talking about? They're plenty consistent. 15:40. Return. Goes into the forehand of Medjedovic. Drop shot in the net. And there's a break back. That was a gift. That was a gift. Raducanu and Sabalenka are very consistent. Are you kidding me? Also, it's great that they're not winning everything, because if they were winning everything, then if they were like Sinner and Alcaraz, then we wouldn't be as excited when they play other players. We'd be like, oh yeah, they just wait until they play each other. It's much better for the women's game that they're not like Sinner Alcaraz dominant, but they are consistent. The fact that Sabalenka's lost 2 matches in the clay is it's not very different to Alcaraz losing 2 matches in, Indian Wells and Miami, right? I mean, I would put those 2 losses for Alcaraz, Korda and Medvedev. The Medvedev loss was a bit strange. The Korda loss was an upset. That's the same as kind of what Sabalenka has had the last 2 weeks. Losing to Baptiste in the quarters and then losing today. I think that's on par with Alcaraz's losses. All right, Medjedovic hits a forehand in the net, 30 love. And this crowd's found the voice again. People have unrealistic standards of consistency, especially considering the surface changes and conditions of the changes of the tour. Yeah, exactly. What Sinner is doing is not called. It should not be considered consistency, right? And that shouldn't be the benchmark of consistency because that's crazy. Like saying that, oh well, Sinner's on a streak. That's totally different. Fonseca serves an ace. Like what Sinner is doing is not consistency. What Zverev is doing is consistency, right? Zverev's consistent. He doesn't get any credit for it because he loses to Sinner and everybody points at that match and goes, look, he can't beat Sinner, so he sucks. No. He's making the semis and the finals of every single tournament he plays, except for like one. That's consistency, right? Zverev's consistent. Sinner is on a wild, historic win streak that has never been seen in the game. Like, that should not be considered consistency. It's not fair for the players that are consistent. That is, like, unrealistic consistency to compare, right? Same with Alcaraz. Alcaraz to start the year, winning Australian Open, winning in Doha, and playing well up until he got injured. That's not fair to say, oh, well, Alcaraz is consistent. Then again, Alcaraz did lose 3 matches before he had to, he got injured. But, again, no, that Zverev's consistent. Sabalenka, Raducanu are consistent. They've just had a couple upsets lately, right? Sinner is ridiculous and just crazy, right? Sinner is a freak, all right? What he is doing is historic and should not be measured to any. Nobody should have to measure up to Sinner's whatever Sinner's doing right now. Don't even talk about Sinner, right? It's not fair to anybody. He's doing historic things right now. He's not consistent. He's on another planet. Almost all players have better and weaker points of the season for them. Oh, yeah, for sure. And who knows? We might look back at the end of the year and go, oh, well, yeah, remember how Sabalenka had a really bad Miami and Rome, but everything else was fine. Sinner is not a god, Cam. Did I say that? Here we go. Medjedovic has only got one breaker serve in his pocket now. And the crowd are finding their voice. The volume's going up. It's going up. Fonseca's overrated. A boohoo. 4-3. As Medjedovic serves. A fault. This game is so important for both. Slightly more important for Medjedovic because he's already broken a racket. And he's already complained to the umpire. Oh no, Medjedovic is tilted. Oh no. Serve. Into the forehand. Fonseca. Forehand Medjedovic to the backhand of Fonseca. Medjedovic backhand. Goes to the back of Fonseca. Fonzie hits it wide. 15 love. And this crowd are cheering everything that Medjedovic does wrong. And that's why he's complaining to the umpire because he's like, these guys are cheering my second serve. So what the hell? Here we go. 15 love. Serving to the forehand of Fonseca. Slice return goes long. Good serve from Medjedovic. 30 love. Fonseca's not happy. He ran around. He was going to run around a backhand. But Medjedovic changed it up and went down the tee. And he just kind of got lost there. What happened to Feast? Apparently a lower back injury. All right. 30 love as the crowd go wild over a fault. Second serve. Nearly 2 hours played, by the way. As a return. Goes out. Oh, man. 40 love. All right, 40 love. Poor miss from Fonseca. 40 love. Serving to the back and Fonseca return. Into the front of Medjedovic. He hits a winner. That's just too good. Medjedovic serves his way out of trouble. Very important game for him to just settle everything down. 5-3. Fonseca serving to stay in the match. Yeah, Medjedovic is underrated. So, I don't know where he disappeared to, because he won the next gen finals, right? And we know that the players that do well or make the final or win the next gen finals usually go on to do things. Like if you look at all the winners, they all had a moment on the ATP after that. But where did he go? Because he hasn't seemed to have that run yet. Maybe it's here. Maybe Rome, he makes the semis. And we're like, ooh. Has he been injured? He did make the semis at Barcelona as a qualifier. So that was that. He won a tournament in Naples on the clay and then lost in Marrakesh. Rotterdam, he lost in the second round of Felix. He beat Bergs in the first round. That was a good win. He lost second round Australian Open to Demon Orb in 4. Has he just not been... What's he been doing? So he won the next gen finals in 23? Yeah, 2023. And then he struggled straight after that. He struggled for about a year he didn't break into the top 100 until a year later. Where he made the final of Belgrade at the very end of 24, and then the start of 25, he didn't play Australia. He played Challengers instead, and he made the top 100. Then he played and made the final of Marseille and started last year, and then so he's only been in the top 100 for about 18 months, and that was a year after the next gen finals. So yeah, and career high ranking was the middle of last year. So even though he won the next gen finals, he just hasn't had that breakthrough yet, but. Again, maybe it's here. Maybe this is it. Maybe Rome is Medjedovic's... it's his time, 40 love, Fonseca. To make Medjedovic earn this. Back in return, into the front of Fonseca. Medjedovic fine of the stretch. Winner. That was just a crazy winner. Just a slap shot. 40-15. By the way, everyone who's saying overrated Fonseca, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Have you been holding your breath for 3 months? People say it even when he lost to Sinner. Oh, he's overrated. He lost to Sinner in straight sets, very close tiebreaks, but still, find a better word, more accurate word. Come on, you're lying to yourselves at this point. Fonseca holds 5-4. Medjedovic is going to serve for this match. Overhyped, maybe? Not at all. Not at all. He had a torn thigh muscle against Steph last year and still won. Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. Can we say Sinner 2026 is Novak 2015? No, not yet. We can only say that at the end of the year. All right? We can't... No. So we can't... I don't want to compare Sinner's 2026 4 months in to Djokovic's greatest seasons. That's not... There's a long way to go. What Djokovic did through the whole season should not be compared until Sinner finishes the whole year, right? So in December, we'll talk about it. But, yeah. I don't want to do that comparison stuff Sinner's... No. On the way to doing it, I don't want to even do that. Let's just enjoy what we're watching. And then at the end of the year, we can discuss. Because we're talking about greatest seasons of all time, right? But Sinner hasn't even won a Grand Slam yet, right? So we got to just, maybe after Wimbledon, if he wins both, right? If he wins both Wimbledon and the Wimbledon and the French, then we can maybe go, okay, where was Djokovic at this point? Where's Sinner? We can maybe do that. But right now, he hasn't won a Slam. Yes, he's on a run, but he hasn't won a Slam, right? So we just got to... Let's just wait. Out of respect for Djokovic's achievements, because that's one of the greatest seasons ever. Sinner might be on that, but just got to wait. Because we start talking about that now and then he loses in the French Open, then what's the point? Yeah. But after Wimbledon, if he wins both, then we can maybe do a bit of a loose like comparison. Like, oh, where's Nole at this point? Oh, okay, he won this and that. Okay. But at the moment, it's tracking to be Sinner's best ever season for sure. But he has to win slams. If he wins 2 slams, that might not be enough. He probably has to win 3, right? I mean, those two, those were three slam winning seasons, right? It's all about the slams. If you have to win 3 out of 4 slams to have one of those seasons, right? If Sinner only wins 2 slams this year, then it's not as good. Anyways, Medjedovic with a lob. Fonseca with a backhand pass in the net. Great hustle, Medjedovic, 15 love. But anyways, we'll do that later. I think it's still way too early to do the comparison thing. All right, Medjedovic, 3 points away. Loving the fit cam, thank you. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Ooh, double fault. You know the crowd went wild. You know they were loving this. They love that. Double fault, yes please. All right, 15-0. Serve again. There's a return. Goes in the front of Medjedovic. Oh, Medjedovic in the nets. All right. And Medjedovic is getting really, really pissed at the crowd. They're going crazy, and he's like, I'm ready to serve. Umpire, tell him to shut up. Yeah, Medjedovic is getting a little flustered. He's got to keep his cool here because the crowd, if they get in his head, he's going to lose this game. Yeah, he's trying to serve. They're cheering. He's like, 15-30. Serving the forehand Fonseca. Good return. Medjedovic forehand to the backhand Fonseca. As Medjedovic backhand into the forehand Fonseca. Medjedovic backhand again. Fonzie keeps going to the backhand of Medjedovic. Fonseca in control. Forehand inside out. Hits the tape. Goes in the nets. Medjedovic got so lucky because he was barely hitting the ball. He was just like this. And Fonseca makes the error, and that's what gets him out of that. 30-all. Jeez, Medjedovic survived that point. And the crowd is making all kinds of noise, and the umpire's getting involved, and Medjedovic just wants to serve. 30-all. Serve. Into the back of Fonseca. Good return. Medjedovic with a forehand. Fonseca gets it back. Medjedovic goes up the line. Fonseca's there with the backhand. Medjedovic backhand again to the backhand of Fonseca. Into the forehand of Medjedovic. As Fonseca backhand again to the forehand of Medjedovic. Cross court the forehand of Fonseca. As Medjedovic forehand up the line. Crushes it for a winner. And he points to his hair here and he's like, where's the noise? Wow. 40-30 Medjedovic. Jeez. That took guts, that forehand. He was played so soft before that. Match point, Medjedovic. To take the win. As he serves. Fonseca returns. Medjedovic comes to the net with a forehand, but he missed. No? He missed it. He missed it. Oh, he missed it. That was so close. That was so close. Fonseca was running the other way. And Medjedovic missed it by this much. Deuce. Ooh. Ooh. Medjedovic serves again, but the crowd are making noise. You're happy I'm in it? I'm relieved, but it's not out of it yet. Medjedovic 2 big serves away from the win, and he's been serving big. No. Medjedovic is Medjedovic is telling people to get out. He's like, hey, you get out of here. Someone in the crowd's making noise, and he pointed at him. He said, get out. And now the crowd's booing that person. Yeah, shut up. Let Medjedovic serve. He serves a fault. Oof. That was an ace. He would have turned to that guy and gone, you. Second serve. Into the back of Fonseca. Return goes back into Medjedovic. Drop shot is really good. Fonzie gets there. Oh, hit the tape and went over. Fonseca's got a break point. Fonseca's got a break point. And I don't know. And Fonseca's like, let's go. Come on, everybody. Cheer the luck. This guy doesn't want you to cheer. Come on. Jeez. Medjedovic hit a great drop shot. He hit a great drop shot. And Fonseca got really lucky. All right. Fonseca. Advantage. Fault from Medjedovic. And you know they cheered. Second serve. And the crowd buy's like, please, please, please. Second serve. To the back of Fonseca. Return goes to the back of Medjedovic. Fonseca backing up the line. Medjedovic with a forehand. Back to the back of Fonseca. They go backhand to backhand for a little bit. As Medjedovic backhand again. Into the back of Fonseca. Medjedovic with the backhand again. To the slice of Fonseca. Medjedovic forehand up the line. Fonseca backhand again to the forehand of Medjedovic. As we had a forehand from Fonseca up the line. In the net by Medjedovic. And Fonseca points to his ear and he's like, I think we're a little too quiet. And now all the Brazilians are jumping on the chairs. All right. And Medjedovic is like, what is going on? They're in the front row, Dan. Like, they're going nuts. Jeez. They're throwing fists. Oh, man. They're screaming. Even the security are like holding them back. It's a circus. It is a circus. 5-all. It is a circus. The security are like going, hey, everybody sit down. People are running up going like this. What the hell? 5-all. Match point saved. And the match goes on. Fonseca serves. Medjedovic, great return. Fonseca slice. Medjedovic forehand goes wide. And Medjedovic is going nuts at the umpire. He is, and of course he is, because they're going nuts. Yeah, Medjedovic, I think he's pissed that he got broken, but he's also pissed because the crowd is going nuts. And not giving him, like, he's not got, I mean, everything's gone wrong. He is tilted. Fair enough. 15 love. Serve. Into the backhand, Medjedovic in the net, 30 love. I'll tell you, the next game, if he has to hold the say in the match, is going to be brutal. 30 love. I don't think there's going to be a nice handshake either. I think these guys are going to be a bit. I don't think they're annoyed at each other, but I think that Medjedovic is going to give a frosty handshake to Fonz because Fonz is encouraging the crowd. But of course he is. Why wouldn't you? Oh, that guy doesn't like you cheering, and you're going for me. Let's hear it. Go louder. I mean, that's totally. There's nothing wrong with what Fonseca's doing. Like Fonseca's like, yeah, they're going for me. Oh, now Fonseca's gone to the umpire. I don't know what he's saying. I can't understand. They're speaking. Yeah, Fonseca's going to the umpire here about the crowd noise as well. But he's saying, like, they're doing it to me too. And the crowd's going nuts. 30 love still. Yeah, they're speaking Portuguese, I think. Or Spanish. Spanish. See, I'm an idiot. He's saying Medjedovic is making noise. Making noise about what? All right. It's 30 love. 30 love. Let's see what happens next. Serve. There's a frosty handshake coming. Like these guys are not going to hug. That goes out by Medjedovic, 40 love. These guys are not going to hug. Like it's not going to hug. Like there's no hugs. These guys might not even shake hands. I mean, Medjedovic might just be like, see ya. All right, Fonseca to take the lead. Second serve. Serving to the back of Medjedovic. Good return. Fonseca gets it. Medjedovic back on the stretch in the net. And Fonseca is getting the crowd going, and he's up 6-5, and they're on their feet just going like this. All right. Medjedovic will serve to stay in the match now. Remember, Medjedovic had a match point. He had a match point. What a match, chat, to finish the day. It's crazy. Winner of this, by the way, doesn't have an opponent. Oh, wait, no. Winner of this will play Navone. You know that's going to be crazy. Navone, Fonseca, or Medjedovic. I mean, Medjedovic might have to play Navone and then Bellucci. So, I mean, he better get used to this crowd. And then Caboli. Like, if you don't like noise, don't play them. All right, let's see if Medjedovic can keep it together. By the way, Medjedovic was this close to winning. He literally missed an inside-out forehand by this much, and Fonseca was not going to get it. He was running the other way. Medjedovic this is going to test his mettle big time. All right, here we go. Medjedovic serving to stay in the match. He better... I say it, the best thing that Medjedovic can do, 2 free points on serve, 30 love, first serve points too. Don't miss the first serve. But 30 love with 2 big serves, and that'll shut everyone up for a bit. Medjedovic just complained to the coach as well. I mean, he does not look... He's not got no winning body language from him. Players face worse in Davis Cup. Oh yeah, this is wild that it feels like we're not in Italy anymore. We ain't in Kansas. This is like this looks like Rio. Like there's people sitting on top of standing on top of the stands. I mean, it's crazy. The vibe is insane. All right, Medjedovic's trying to serve, but everyone's making noise. Medjedovic's going to serve, and then he's like talking to the umpire mid-point. And the umpire's like, just serve. And he's like, Medjedovic is like, I'm about to serve, and they're all yelling. Now he's going off of the umpire. I tell you this, Medjedovic is not going to be able to serve in complete silence. Like, he can't expect the crowd to be dead silent for him to serve. Not at this point. No chance. And he's like, umpire, tell them to shush. He's like, I did. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I did. Yeah, he's telling him again. He's like, hey, everybody, please be quiet. And Medjedovic is like, now he's going to serve. Ready? Serve. Into the forward Fonseca. To the back of Medjedovic. Drop shot. Oh, what a shot. Great drop shot by Medjedovic. Woo. That helps. 15 love. Yeah, this is a crazy matchup. Like, crazy. 15 love. Crowd noise is part of the game. Yeah, but not during... yeah. Medjedovic is asking for the whole crowd to be quiet while he's serving. They are, but return goes in. Medjedovic forehand. Fonseca gets there, but misses. 30 love. This is exactly what he needed, Medjedovic. 2 easy points. 30 love. Not easy. I mean, the drop shot was fantastic, but he needed 2 quick points. 30 love. Remember, Fonseca saved a match point in the previous game and then broke back. Serving the forehand, Fonseca. Fonseca in there, 40 love. Medjedovic. to hold. All right. 40 love. Serving the forehand of Fonseca. Return goes short. Medjedovic forehand. As Fonseca gets it back. Medjedovic crushes the winner. All right. We're going to the tiebreak. Here we go. Final set shootout. Jeez, this is going to be intense. Who you got, chat? Who's winning this tiebreak? 2 hours, 20 minutes. It's been a quick three-setter. Medjedovic has got the bigger game and bigger serves. But it probably depends on how many first serves he gets, right? 7-5 Medjedovic. Fonseca 7-5, 7-2 Medjedovic. All right. Here we go. Joao serves. Into the forehand of Medjedovic. Return the forehand of Fonseca. Medjedovic backhand. To the forehand of Fonseca. Medjedovic forehand on the stretch. Backhand Fonseca. Cross court goes wide. Oh, he played a good point, Fonseca. Medjedovic won love. 9-7 Medjedovic. Man, Joao missed the easy one. Well, it wasn't easy, but he just pulled it wide. All right, one love. I'll tell you what, if Medjedovic does win, the reaction to the crowd will be hilarious. Whatever that is. He's going to do something. Return goes into the forehand of Medjedovic. Forehand on the stretch from Fonseca. Goes long, 2 love. And this crowd are going, they're cheering. I mean, he's got his fans too. Two-zero Medjedovic. Two-zero. It's only one mini break. Serve. Ace. Woo! Woo! 3 love. 3 love. Only Fonseca's second career final set tiebreak. Oh, really? Okay. All right, 3 love. It's only one mini break. By the way, I think Fonseca's mum and dad are in the house. I think that was. Oh no, maybe not. Does it look like them though? A little bit, maybe not. All right, first serve's a fault by Fon. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Medjedovic. Good return. Fonzie up the line. Medjedovic gets it back to the backhand of Fonseca. Medjedovic backhand. Again, the backhand of Fonseca. Fonseca in the net. 4 love. Medjedovic, double mini break. 4 love. He's won the last 8 points. Medjedovic. All right, Fonseca serves. Into the backhand. Medjedovic hits it wide. All right, Fonzie on the board. But Medjedovic is up a lot. It's first to 7-2, remember? Medjedovic's serve. Fonzie needs him to miss a couple first serves. I think that's where we're at. Medjedovic gets his first serve in. He's going to win this tiebreak. 3 points away. All right, Medjedovic serves. What an insane second round matchup. So much fun, this match. Serve. Oh, it was a let. It was an unreturnable too. All right, serve again. Medjedovic serves. That's a fault. Second serve. Serving the forehand for second. Return goes short. Medjedovic forehand. Winner. Beautiful shot. Set up with a big second serve too. 5-1. They change ends. Medjedovic is serving his way to victory. 5-1. 2 points away. Five one. No, the crowd are trying to stay happy. They're like, come on. Fons has to win this point. Get one of these mini breaks back and put the pressure back on, because 6-1, I don't feel like Medjedovic has given up a 6-1 lead. Medjedovic serves. Into the forehand, Fonseca. Return goes back into Medjedovic. That's a great shot. Medjedovic, 6-1. Wow, what a tiebreak. I tell you, he's been rock solid at, 5-6 down. He's lost 1 point in the last 11 points. He's won 10 of the last 11. 5 match points for Medjedovic. Fonseca serves. A let. I feel like Medjedovic is going to rip this return. Like, first point, he's just going to rip the return and see what happens. He might hit a winner. He probably hits a return winner here. If he hits it clean. First serve. Into the forehand of Medjedovic. Good return to the slice of Fonseca. Medjedovic forehand cross court. Fonseca puts up a lob. Medjedovic smash. He puts it away. He says nothing to the crowd. He looks at Fonseca. And it's a very quick handshake. No eye contact. And I don't even know if he's going to celebrate to the crowd. What's he going to do? He's just going to point to his coaches, I think. He's just... he goes like this. He's like... he kisses to the crowd and he goes like this. He's like, good night. Good night, everybody. All right. Medjedovic gets the last laugh and he puts them all to sleep. It was definitely a frosty handshake. It was just kind of like a, yeah, whatever, buddy. But Medjedovic with the celebration, he's like, oh, I love that for him. Sucks for Fonseca, though. But I tell you, Medjedovic, he can play. He can play. And all the Brazilians are like, oh, we're leaving. I tell you, this feels like a final. I mean, he's going up to the coaches. They're all cheering. He's going to the front row where all the Serbian fans are at. He's talking to this like small group of guys in the front row, and he's like, "You're my boys." Just high-fiving, getting photos of them. Everybody else can get stuffed. Crazy chat. Oh man. So fun, though. That was fun. This could be a nice little... Maybe it's Tsitsipas Medvedev 2.0. Let's go. Medjedovic, Fonseca. Bit of spice. Let's get him playing again. Such a troll. Yeah, that was so fun. I'll tell you, when he was winning that second set, Medjedovic was showing some attitude. I'm like, oh, this guy's got some guts to go after this crowd. And then to celebrate that way, you're like, you gotta respect that celebration. Can we have a petition to make them play every tournament? Oh, yeah. I want to see them play in Serbia. I want to see them play Davis Cup against each other. I want to see them play in Brazil. Like, come on now. Yeah, we got some baby beef. Yeah. I love that. That was even though it sucks Fonseca lost. Would have been great to see him come back and win. Like, Medjedovic winning that, like, that was fun. That was good. That was entertaining. They both gave frosty handshakes. Like, I know Fonz was very like whatever, but Medjedovic wasn't there to hug. He wasn't going to give him a hug. Fonzie's just like, yep. Celebration was was gold. Yeah, Fonseca's playing next week in Hamburg, yeah. He was right to be pissed at the crowd. Oh, yeah. There's nothing wrong with what Medjedovic did. He gave back what he was getting. They were cheering his faults. They were making noise when he was serving. They were doing everything. Look, and by the way, I know people are going to be like, oh, like people get so sensitive about the crowds, right? But like, I have no problem with there's don't scream when the person's trying to serve. Like when the person's like, don't distract the player when they're serving. But what Fonseca riling up the crowd, I have no problem with that. There's nothing wrong with that. They're on his side. They're cheering him. Why would he turn around and go, actually, everybody, please be quiet. My opponent doesn't like it. No. Fonseca's going to be like, I'm going to put gas on this fire. And you're going to feel the heat. Like, of course he's going to do that. Why wouldn't he do that? He should do that. He should use that to his advantage. If his opponent doesn't like it, even more. Of course you do that. Nothing wrong with what Fonseca did. And there's nothing wrong with Medjedovic then giving it back to the crowd after he wins. And because he got the last love. And that's great. That's what's so much fun about this stuff. Who gives a shit? Like, yeah, the crowd's disrespectful. But it's fun when, like, Medjedovic gets that last love. Like, come on. Yeah, Feast retired. He retired with a back injury, apparently. But I love that. That's so much fun. So much fun. So good, yeah. That was a crazy match. Then Fonseca's going to get hate in the locker room? No, he's not. Look, you don't think Medjedovic playing in Serbia would do the same thing? You don't think Medjedovic, if the Serbian crowd was going nuts for him against Fonseca and he was the one who saved the match point to get to a tiebreak, you don't think Medjedovic would use the Serbian crowd to his advantage if he was playing Fonseca in Serbia? Come on. You can't say that there wouldn't be the other way around as well. And that's totally cool too. That's fine too. Like, come on. You can't be like, oh, well, Fonseca should get hate for that. Why would he get hate for that? Anybody, like, Sinner wouldn't use the crowd to his advantage, but he doesn't need it. But, like, of course, anybody would do that in that situation. The crowd give them the energy to get the comeback. Like, come on. Come on. I know Fonseca's got shit points. It sucks. Medjedovic Navone. I'll tell you, Navone's going to have a crowd too, so he better be ready, Medjedovic, because he's going to be playing a bunch of different crowds this week. Navone's got a crowd too. And if Navone's smart, he'll use that crowd in the same way that Fonseca tried to do. Time of crowds politely clapping gone. Just don't do it while they play. Yeah, look, I totally agree that, like, when Medjedovic throws the ball in the air and somebody yells, not on. That person should get kicked out. That's BS. Don't do that. But people, like, the crowd going absolutely crazy between points and the person's trying to serve and they're waiting for the crowd to shut up, that's just part of it. Like, trying to distract the players during the point, no. That's where I'm like, that's BS. Don't do that. Those people should be removed. But if Medjedovic is waiting for the crowd and they're all just going nuts and not letting him serve, that's it. They're not distracting him in that point. They're just wasting his time. And I don't have any problem with that. And he did well, by the way, Medjedovic, despite, getting really pissed off at it and going to the umpire and being like, what the hell's going on? Tell him to shut up. He held his nerve, even though that was getting to him a lot. But yeah, there's no way, anyone, if he throws the ball up and someone yells, that person gets kicked out. You don't stand for that shit. Or if they're playing during the rally, right? And then Medjedovic hits the ball and somebody screams while he's trying to hit, distracting him during the, no. That's shit. That's too far. But all the other stuff, go for it. Expecting players not to use a competitive advantage doesn't make sense. Yeah. The Spanish players, you do it in Spain. The French do it in France. The Brazilians do it in Brazil. Like, the South Americans do it in South America. It's called home crowd advantage. And I know it's not home, but it's still crowd advantage. Of course you're going to use that. I think Medjedovic channeled his anger into the tiebreak. Oh, his serve was phenomenal in that tiebreak. I'm seeing a bit of a Wawrinka in Medjedovic. Yeah, there's a little bit of that Wawrinka swagger, like that. Yeah, a little bit. I can see what you mean. Hey, Brick, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Serbian Novak lost, but Medjedovic wins. Yeah. I know where he's, Deb. If you're still here, that's fine. That's fine. All good. I know it's a busy day tomorrow. Do you think Gauff will make the final if she would beat Andreeva? Maybe. I mean, I think Andreeva is her biggest challenge for sure. Medvedev against this crowd would have been fun. Yeah. Fons versus Navone, Brazil versus Argentina would have been fun. Yeah, it's still going to be fun though. Monfils in Paris is going to be electric. Oh yeah. Jovic up 5-2. Oh yeah, Jovic serving for the match. Also, Bencic is losing. Is Feast seriously injured, Cam? I have no idea, but he has a back problem, and that's not good. I don't know how serious it is. It's obviously concerning enough that he didn't want to play the rest of the match, but I don't know if it's like... Hopefully it's not serious, and hopefully it's just maybe played too much. Like, he's played a lot of tennis, Feast, right? He's been very active lately, so maybe it's... hopefully it's that's it, right? Hopefully it's only because he doesn't want to risk it. And that is all, right? It's the same back injury as chronic back pain injury. Yeah, well, hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully he's just like reached his limit, right? And doesn't want to push it. Why did Aryna take a medical timeout? She apparently has a lower back or hip issue. But again, maybe that's because of playing a lot as well. I don't think it's something to be too concerned about. She's got time to rest now, so hopefully that'll be good. Medjedovic shouted in Fonseca's serve. For me, this is much worse than the fans. And no one is saying anything hypocrisy. No, yeah, he did do that. And yeah, that's not on either. And Fonseca, complained about it too. It should have, that's a total hindrance. And he should have won the point, Fonseca, for that. Exactly. Sabalenka said it will take a few days. Did the match comments after match? No? I heard what she said. Yeah. I did, I heard what she said. She said that she's going to take the next couple of days to rest and see how it goes. But it didn't sound like she was very worried about it. She didn't seem super, concerned, which is good. And she didn't retire. She just had a medical timeout during the final set. Yeah, Sabalenka lost. Medjedovic with that cold celebration at the end. Oh, that was so good. This one, and then this one. Jakob versus Sinner will be good. Yeah, unless Poprin wins. What do you think Gabe could say the edge? I don't know. It's 7 a.m. I'm tired. Don't ask me to review matches that have happened 6 hours ago. My brain's fried. I'm tired. I don't know. She held her nerve. There you go. There's your analysis. Yeah, she was clutch. She did hold her nerve. She got broken, then she held. So she was clutch in the end. And also maybe there was a part of it was that Sabalenka was a little bit sore as well, which contributed to errors. But Castella was clutch, and you got to give her all the credit for that. Thanks, Cam, and everyone for the entertainment. Hey, no worries. Great match to finish on, too. So much fun. Such a wild, crazy... By the way, it's 11 o'clock at night, and they're about to start Popper and Menchik. That's going to finish at 2 in the morning. That helps Sinner. Why are you talking about Fritz all of a sudden? What's going on? Fritz is playing next week. Bencic is down to set in a break. Jovic just won. Jovic versus Gauff. It's all happening. All right, I'm out of here. I'm tired. And I've got to be somewhere in like 5 hours, so I need to nap and then go away. But we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow's list of matches, right? Oh, it's a big day tomorrow. Busy day. Medjedovic with the classic. Yeah, the crowd helped me a lot. His fans were really helpful. I love that. Yeah. I love that his fans were cheering against me. It actually really helped me. I loved it. I love that response. Where is the schedule? There it is. Yeah, so tomorrow. We got some fire matches tomorrow. So we've got Rudla Hechka. We've got Svitolina Baptiste. Zverev blocks Cerundolo Musetti. Raducanu versus Eala. And then the night session, we've got Swiatek versus Cocchiaretto. And then Hadar versus Analdi. And that's just on the main courts. Pegula plays as well. You got Tien versus Bublik. You've got Tommy Paul as well. He's playing Keys. Prismic plays on Bear. So yeah, a lot of matches going on tomorrow. A lot of doubles as well. So very busy day tomorrow. So we'll be back in 12 hours. We're back in 12 hours for all those matchups. But what a way to finish. Medjedovic, he knocks out Fonseca 3-6, 6-3, 7-6. And that was not boring. That match was not boring at all. I'll see you tomorrow.